44 things to transform my body and life. Let's do it. Number one, sleep. Bunch of things on sleep. Number one, fasting before bed. This isn't a one size fits all. You got to see if it works for you. Some people sleep better after eating carbs because it puts some serotonin in you. Some people sleep worse. You got to figure that out. Number one, alarm 90 minutes before bed. A lot of people go and they wake up with an alarm to wake up. I say set an alarm to go to bed, right? Have your bedtime rituals. Your brain loves autopilot. So make sure you're doing things consistently. Blackout room. This is going to help you put more melatonin production out there. Instead of you having to eat it, you produce it yourself. Pretty great. Same thing with blue blockers. Get rid of blue light. Turn off light in your house. No distraction sleeping space. Understanding with your partner. Make sure that you and your partner are on the same page. If you're not, you're going to have a bad time. 9-hour sleeping window. This is why you set an alarm before bed. What time do you need to wake up? Put the alarm 10 and a half hours before bed, 90 minutes, and then you'll have a 9-hour sleeping window. Let's go. Comfortable, safe sleeping space. We all know why. Resolve internal conflicts. This is a big one. Why is it so big? I'm glad you asked. That's what she said. If it can't be solved, write it down. Our minds can keep us up, right? Think of it like a computer with too many tabs open. You have 50 tabs open. What does it do? It slows you down. It makes your computer not run well. You can't fall asleep. Literally take all your thoughts and just write them down. Even if you can't solve them immediately, because they're bigger problems, they involve other people, whatever it is, you can write them down so your brain can start turning off the fear and can start to relax because it knows you won't forget. And you can do this with meditation, with journaling, with still meditation, gratitude meditation, right? What you focus on is what you feel. If you're focused on all the things that are missing, if you're focused on the fear, oh my God, this thing will happen and I don't know when it's going to happen, whatever things out of your control, you will be suffering. Instead, if you focus on what you do have, where focus goes, energy flows, results soon follow. You will start feeling better. I promise. You want to change somebody's physiology, change what they focus on. You want to change how somebody feels, change what they focus on. Crucial. Then we have nutrition. Number one, protein. Number two, water. If you're shooting for a goal, you want to have about 0.75 times your goal weight for grams for protein, and same thing for water. Crucial. You can even throw a little bit of that pink Himalayan sea salt, that Celtic salt in there so that you actually hold on to the water, or you can just eat fruits and vegetables, all that good stuff, right? I should say. More. Okay, here we go. Everything on this list that you're going to see is just 6 categories. You don't need to be a nutritionist and memorize everything in food, all the micronutrients. All you need to know is 6 categories. The first one up there was going to be, hold on, let me go back. Fruit fermented, green sprouts, omega super seeds, aromatics, or like your flavor foods, legumes, and then you have your S, right? Shroom, seaweed. You don't need to eat everything on the list every day. Just make sure you're having 1 to 3 things daily if you're trying to create that perfect diet for you, right? Then we have exercise, walking. Walking is not so you lose body fat and change your body, it's so you change your mind. When you get out and you get off the phone and your eyes can look and be away from a screen, it turns off the stress response in your brain, right? Or at least starts to. Lifting weights. This is to change your body. When you lift weights, it's so interesting. They had a study recently. What is the biggest indicator of what will lead to quality of life 60 plus? And it is how much muscle you have on your legs. Also, if you get cancer, which 1 out of 2 people do, the greatest predictor of how, if you survive, or one of them, is how much lean muscle you have before you get the cancer, because muscle is extremely dense, which means that your body will metabolize it and keep you alive. Crazy, right? Soft tissue release. Soft tissue release is going to be like foam rolling, all that stuff. Think of it like poor man's massage. You can also go get a massage. 1 effort max set. That's like you just go in, you warm up, you do 1 max effort, because that's what's going to secrete all those hormones that make you feel powerful and strong. Empowering music. You know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to slap that booty, all that stuff. Like, that's not empowering. It might get you going, but it might not be empowering. Instead, listen to things that motivate you, that inspire you, right? Optimal time of the day. This is not one size fits all. I work out 90 minutes after I wake up, and the reason for that is really simple. It's when I feel my best. Cool. Let's talk about stress, mental health, and adherence. 5-minute sun exposure. When you wake up, get outside, let the sun hit you. Your eyes, don't stare directly in the sun, you know better than that. But this is going to not only give you vitamin D, but it's going to set your brain for the day. So 12 hours from now, you will start feeling tired, maybe even sooner, so that you can get better sleep. You want to feel tired when it's time for bed. That's a good thing. Reflection. You cannot master what you do not measure. If you say, I want to get fit, but you don't track anything, you're going to lose. Right? The brain is like a heat-seeking missile. You need to give it a target so it can actually go towards something. And if you don't take inventory with what you're doing and how things are going, how are you ever going to win? This is why coaching can be important. You want to make space for wonder. Every moment that you have free time, do not go on your phone. It is a fast track to failure. Don't do it. Set the intention. When you do something, when you set intention, the likelihood of you doing it goes up drastically. There was a study on this, but People that set the intention had an 80% higher chance of doing it than if they didn't. Add positive input. Input controls your thinking, which controls your actions, which controls your results. If you want to change your life, you change your input. You don't start by changing your actions, you change your input, so it changes your thinking, so it changes your actions long-term, so it changes your results long-term. You know what I'm talking about. Remove disempowering input. People, podcasts, media. You might say, oh, blood is thicker than the water. I got to be around my family. Fuck them. If they make you feel like garbage and they make you feel like you can't achieve your dreams and they disempower you, do not spend time with them. Man, don't get me started. Okay, add empowering beliefs, right? Your beliefs are your stories about your life. The best is yet to come. You have to believe it. And the only way you believe things is if you find evidence to support it. Find evidence. If they can do it, so can I. If you're trying to lose weight, just know that, look, if you ask yourself the question, why can't I ever lose weight? Your brain's got to come up with an answer. It's going to say, because you have no self-control and you can't control yourself. You always eat those things. Oh man, that sucks. If you ask a better question, you get a better answer. Guess what? If you say to yourself, man, how could I lose weight? How could I make this breakthrough for good? Well, I'd have to probably find a strategy I've never done before. Because if we tell ourselves that we've been doing, I've done everything. No, you haven't. You've been doing the same stuff over and over again. And it doesn't work. You have to find something new, right? Every failure is a learning and growth opportunity. Crucial to believe that. I'm a student forever. I measure my performance by actions, not by results. If every single day you get on the scale and the weight's not going down, you feel like garbage, that's a disempowering feedback loop. Get rid of it. Measure your performance by your actions or by how clothes fit, right? Break disempowering beliefs. Oh my God, I'm losing momentum. Keep it up. I'm too old to start now. They're probably just lucky. If I fail, it means I'm bad. The scale measures if I'm doing good or bad. No. Your environment is priming you every single day. Think about it. When you walk into a room, all the couches face towards the TV. So when you step in that room, what are you naturally geared to do? Probably go watch TV. If you open the pantry and you see something that's low pain, energy conserving, and gives you a lot of pleasure, i.e. junk food, guess what? You're probably going to eat it. Don't bring it in the house. And I'm not saying you can never eat non-optimal foods. You just don't want it in the house because of human nature. If you want ice cream and you have it in your freezer and all you have to do is go over to get it, what's the likelihood you're going to go eat it when you have a craving? 98%. If instead you have to get in your car, drive all the way to the store, get it, come all the way back, or drive to the ice cream place, actually stand there, pay for it, sit there and eat it outside of your house where you're warm and comfy, the pain goes up, energy conservation is low because now you have to go spend energy, and the pleasure remains about the same. What's the likelihood you go do that? Probably about 30% of the time. Well, guess what? Now you're changing your behavior. Well, how do you change your results forever? You change your actions forever. How do you change your actions forever? You change your behavior. That's what we're talking about. Behavioral change. So let's go, baby. If you want to transform, don't wait. Don't stop. Follow me for more. Let's do this thing. If you want a coach, we could help, I'm sure, in some way. And that's it, baby. Let's just transform. All this other stuff, you get it. Get rid of disempowering actions, disempowering media. If there are people, music, movie, news, social media that is disempowering you, get rid of it. Get rid of cheap dopamine too. Cheap dopamine is anything that is low effort, high dopamine, so high pleasure, and energy conserving. I hate to say it, but you find me on TikTok. Guess what? Maybe we should reduce a lot of this stuff, because if you have two actions, right? Working out and then this, which is very dopaminergic, very high dopamine releasing, low pain, energy conserving, and you have the option to go work out, which is painful, not pleasurable in a lot of cases, and not energy conserving. Guess what? Your brain's not broken. You are not broken. If you're not motivated, it's because your habits and what is available to you must change. And I'm not saying you have to take it out completely, but this is about changing your life, your lifestyle forever. All right? Hopefully you're feeling motivated. I'm feeling motivated. Like and follow for more. Bye.